welcome to Science with Miss Bright. Today we have a new Mystery Science investigation. Let's get started. Just like last week, we do have our same envelope that says Mystery Science Investigation Top Secret. So inside we have a note, and on that note it says, "Hi scientists, today we're going to learn about weather tools. I will also show you how to make a rain gauge. Love, the investigator." Before we get started on our investigation, we do have some new vocabulary words. Our first word is weather. Weather is the state of the atmosphere. Our second word is observe. It means to study something using your five senses. Our next word is data, and data is the measurements or observations. Our next word is thermometer. Thermometer is a device used to measure temperature. Our next word is rain gauge. It measures rainfall. Our next word is anemometer. An anemometer is used to measure wind speed. And our last word is barometer. And barometer is used to measure air pressure. Our lesson question for today is, what tools help people collect weather data? Again, our question is, what tools help people collect weather data? Okay, so just to give you all a little background about weather and weather tools, weather can change during the day, weather can change overnight, weather can change in minutes. Knowing the weather helps us decide what to wear, what to do, and what transportation to use. For example, when it is raining, you would choose not to ride a bike because it would not be safe. Instead, you would take a car or bus on a rainy day. Seasons are also marked by changes in weather. There are many tools used to collect weather data. A thermometer is a tool that measures temperature. A rain gauge measures rainfall. An anemometer is used to measure wind speed, and a barometer is used to measure air pressure. The next part of our investigation today, we are going to use the exploration from Discovery EdTech. So I want you all to listen very carefully before we get started.
A weather forecast tells us how the weather of the day or week is going to be. It can warn us if a storm is coming. To make a forecast, scientists collect all the data about weather. How do they do this? They use special tools. Let's explore some weather tools.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and push the continue button. And as you can see, we have 4 different categories: temperature, precipitation, which is anything that falls from the clouds, air pressure, and then we have wind speed. On this side, we have 5 different tools. We have compass, we have barometer, we have anemometer, we have thermometer, and then we have a rain gauge. So we're trying to figure out which ones go into which category. So I think the easiest so far is thermometer. It does measure temperature. So we're gonna go ahead and put the thermometer in temperature. Okay, and that is correct. Our next one says precipitation. Remember, that's anything that falls from the clouds, including rain. So we're going to take our rain gauge and we're going to put it there. And that is also correct. The next one is air pressure, and we know that a barometer measures air pressure. Okay. And then the last weather tool that we're going to use is the anemometer, and the anemometer measures wind speed, or how fast the wind is blowing. And that is also correct. Okay, on this next part, I am going to show you all how to make a rain gauge. So all I did was take a plastic bottle that was already used, and I took the wrapping off. So we're gonna use this Gatorade bottle. I also have a ruler that's going to help me mark the correct measurements onto the bottle. And then we have a permanent marker that's going to help us with those marks. Let's get started. Okay, so I have my bottle and my ruler in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and take my permanent marker. So I'm using the inches side. That's an easier measurement for rainfall. So right here it says 1 inch. I'm gonna mark my first line. That stands for 1. My second line is up here, which is now for 2 inches. Okay, my third line is right here for 3. My fourth is right there in that crevice for 4. My fifth line is about right here. And then my sixth line is right here. Next, we're going to mark each of these lines. So the first one we know is 1. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 inches. So if you look up closely, you can see the correct measurements. Okay, so I am outside. I'm gonna go ahead and place the rain gauge right here on the ground so that it's able to collect rain. Again, you can just place the rain gauge outside just like this to collect the rain, and then look at it later to observe how much water fell. Just to review our lesson question, what tools help people collect weather data? Now we know the thermometer, the anemometer, the barometer, and the rain gauge are tools that help us collect that information. Remember, making a rain gauge at home is something you always can do with the permission of an adult. I want to take the time to thank you all for watching this video. Take care. I miss you all so much. Love, Miss Bright. Bye.